클립 champion.
Welcome to the Clip Champion channel. I just wanted to make sure that you like and subscribe before we get into this next powerful tool. It's called Vizard.ai. It's a powerful video editing tool and clipping tool designed to repurpose your long form videos like podcasts, webinars, interviews into short viral clips. It'll automate editing, transcribes the speech and subtitles, generates captions, and formats the videos for platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You put in a clip, it cuts it up into segments for you, gives you subtitles and some visual enhancements. It automates the publishing, and it gives you a viral score based on SEO. So I'm going to take you through Vizard really quickly because I do use this program, and somebody said to me, make a Vizard clip. And I said, okay, I'll give you a couple minutes of my time just to go over the basics of Vizard. So we're going over to the Viz, which is just the Vizard login screen. It's pretty simple. You go ahead and sign in or you'll sign up. We click on sign in if you already have an account, and you'll click on sign up for free. The free account comes with 60 credits, which will give you access to some of the basic Vizard features. It's a good way to test out the software and see if it's something that you actually want to pay for. Let's sign into Vizard real quick, and you can use your Google account. So this is your basic Vizard layout. You'll put your link in there, and you can select the amount of time that you want to upload. I can shorten this to use up less credits, which you'll notice at the bottom, depending on the length and resolution of the video. You can tell the system to get AI clips or not get AI clips, switching this toggle here. We'll click upload. Next thing it's going to ask you for is your template. So we're going to go with our template here. You have a few options. You have the presets, ones that you've created. If you have a business account, you have brand templates that have logos and things like that. You can also select to add emojis, highlight keywords, remove silences, add B-rolls. And if you want to be specific about a particular part, you type that in right here. Keep in mind, if you tell it something specific, that's all it's going to bring you back. You can also set it up to automatically schedule and post to your social accounts. Some of these videos do require you to go in and make your own touches just to make sure things are a little bit tighter. And if you just automate whatever the AI comes up with, in my opinion, it'll be sloppy. So let's go ahead and click on Get AI Clips. Let this thing do what it does. It takes a few minutes. It goes through, processes the video, and tries to pull out what it thinks to be the most viral parts of the video. And once it finds the best parts, it will open up into another screen. If it's a 5-minute video, you're looking at like 10 minutes. An hour-long video, you're looking at more like 15 to 20 minutes. It all depends on the size of the video, how quick your internet connection is. If you have slow internet, it'll slow the process of the upload. So links are a little bit quicker than uploads from your local computer if you have a slow internet connection. So it finalizes the upload, and then it comes back with clips. And each one of these clips has a viral score. And then these clips also have the ability to edit. It's called the project editor screen. From the project editor screen, you can click on original video and edit the original video. You can make direct edits to each one of these clips. You can select all clips and bulk schedule the clips, bulk download the clips, or bulk edit the clips. You can preview it right here in the home screen.
Here we go.
Okay, and if you like it as is, you can just click on publish. If you just want to download what you have, you just click download. It'll give you an option to download. If you want to share the link to somebody else so that they can see it, but it's not necessarily published, you can click on share to. And if you want to extend or trim the end, you can use this editor here. And if you just want to edit directly what's already been trimmed, you click on this editor here. So I'll show you the trim and extend just so I can show it to you. You click on that, you take these blue things, you move it to wherever you want it to go to. You can tell it to auto reframe on the bottom. If you already have it cut with a good template, you don't need to auto reframe because it's already been reframed. So we're going to cut that off, and then we're just going to hit save. And yes, there is some waiting in this process. As far as workflows are concerned, this is a good program. So now that we have this video edited with the extra time, we're going to go into our editor, which was the scissors on the right there. And now we can edit our video. You've got your subtitles over here, timeline here on the bottom. And the timeline has your text. It's got B-roll. It's got subtitles in there. You've also got your video on the bottom. So if you want to make any cuts or edits to the length of these, you just grab the end and you can move them here. With the text, you can do the same here, and even with the B-roll. Your video, which is on the bottom, you can make some edits, but we're going to get into that in another video. Over on the right here, we're going to go from the bottom to the top. On the very bottom here, you have a text editor where you can add and edit text, either headline text or body text. Add a headline here, and then I can type in what I want right there. And then once that's been entered, I can move it around, place it where I want. If I don't like the font, I can change it. I can change the size here. I can change the actual alignment and whether or not it's uppercase, as well as the text color. Additional settings where I can change the presets to how that headline appears. So if I wanted to add a branded text, I can do that by clicking that particular preset, which is sitting in the brand text. Now, if you have a brand text, that means you have a brand kit. If you didn't have that, you could use the recommended ones down here and just make those settings changes that you want to make over here. The next thing that we have is called transition. It's one of the coolest features that Vizard didn't used to have. Transitions are entered where there's a scene split. Let's just say I want to transition where this guy's speaking. So we'll let him talk real quick.
And popping it on.
We're going to go with popping it on. We're going to add a transition by placing my playhead where the transition was that I wanted it to be. And then you come over here to the split tool and you hit that and just click it. Now you can also use the letter S and it should add a split right where you are. You go to your transition, you just click on it and then select either apply to all or unapplied to all, I guess you would say, if you just want your transition selection to only be affected right here. So I'm going to put a film, which is basically a light flare. You can also adjust how long your transition goes, and I'll show you what that looks like in the actual shot.
And popping it on.
All right. So that is transition. So we'll move into our next piece, which is B-roll. B-roll is basically just copyright-free clips that you have access to that you can add for context into your video. The system is designed to give you B-roll automatically. It'll put in these little clips of what it thinks you want there, and you can either keep them or get rid of them. And how you get rid of them is you right-click on it and you hit delete. You also have the ability to affect the volume of, if they have volume, how they fade in or fade out, the animation of how they come in by selected the B-roll clip, and you click animation. We'll get into how that stuff really works later in another video. If you wanted to replace this B-roll, you could delete it and then put another clip that you like into that same location. Oh, you can also search B-roll by just putting in what you're looking for, or just boat, since this guy's working on a boat. I'll go out and look and you'll see a bunch of clips with boats, and you can add a clip with boats if you want to add a clip with boats. Let's go up to audio, and in audio, you have the option of adding music. Remember, if you put the playhead at the beginning, that's where you'll be adding the music. You have a few different selections that are copyright free. Plus button right here, and you'll see it load up at the bottom. You can adjust the start point in terms of where it starts, like if you move it in the timeline, or you can adjust the actual start point of the audio and cut intros out or certain parts of it. You can also add a split to it if you want to stop the music and restart it later in the program or in the clip. Use the split tool or the letter S, as we mentioned before, and you'll see it splits the audio right where you were talking about. So if you have it playing, it stops,
there we go,
and picks back up. You can do drops, and the good thing about this is it duplicates the audio. It doesn't just snip it. So that means if I want to use the beginning again, I can extend it back to the beginning. So I can have it stop, then I can recreate it by splitting, and then bring it back to the beginning if I wanted to start over again, without having to add it again from the application over there. You have the option to upload files from the audio tab. You can pick whatever you want to upload. The subtitles, of course, is where you would just tell the subtitles what to be. You can adjust color, you can adjust size, you can adjust boldness. You've also got the template tab, which is where you would assign a template. So let's say I don't like what it looks like now, and I want to assign a specific template. You assign that specific template, and it will put logos and all that kind of stuff where you want. It will also change the layout. That can be good and that can be bad. If you've already done some editing and you apply a template, it screws up anything that you've already edited and puts it in the template. And then we've got brand kit. The brand kit is a premium subscription. You have your brand colors, you have your brand background, you have your logos. You can upload custom fonts. You've also got the Generate tab over here, and the Generate tab is for AI generation, general AI generation. There's also another set of AI generation on the home page of Vizard, and that's a whole nother video. Over here in Generate, you can create a motion graphic. So let's just create a motion graphic. Let's say a boat hitting an iceberg. I'm going to put it in video. And then once you put it in video, because you have graphics, which is more like, like buttons, things like that, that's graphics. And then image is just the AI generated image. So you'll see these 3 tabs up here, but we're going to go with video. And then I'm going to click on video. So it'll come up with an idea based on what you typed in.
It's lovely. I want to do this forever.
So we got a boat hitting an iceberg. Okay. And then lastly is the overarching AI tools, where you can just click AI tools and edit with AI. You can remove silence, add B-rolls, emphasize keywords, or add emojis if they haven't already been done when you originally uploaded the clip. And how you would do that is simply click apply next to any of these particular features, and it will run through and do that. This is really just the basic overlay of the Vizard program. Make sure you guys tune in for the next one of the Clip Champions videos. I'm going to take you through Vizard, but I just wanted you guys to see it so I know that you can check it out. You guys take it easy.
그립 챔피언